Can long games be fun to play? The reason I bring this up is because before I go to bed tonight, me and my girl, we did play some Yu-Gi-Oh on YGO Pro, just not as a daily thing, but we do just to talk on the phone and just have a game going on, just something random, something casual, something friendly, just so whatever. And we usually play this in matches, but our game one was just so long that it was time to cut it short. And, well, we did finish game one, but we had to cut it short just because we both work the next morning, so we couldn't finish the game. She was playing with her Cyber Angels, and I was playing with my Amazons, just some casual. And it got me thinking that I'm like, you know what? It's been a while since I've been part of a long game. And when I mean about a long game, I don't mean playing against Chainburn. I don't mean against playing Exodia decks. Just decks that really are meant to stall the game, which those really suck playing against. I remember playing against Final Countdown. Oh my god, 20 turns and you win the duel. That I believe that card is at 1, I believe. I'm not sure if it's banned. I think it's at 1 right now. If I do recall from memory. But still, it's like, but I do like games that not drag, but they do take a bit of grinding, a bit of setup to actually get you to what you want. I think those games are fun. Now, the reason why our game one lasts so long, just to give you guys a visual, is that she had on board Herald of Perfection, which can negate my stuff, and she had Cyber Angel Natasha, which can block my attacks. So she had like a wall like right in front of her, and I just couldn't break it. I just could not break that wall. Finally, we got to a point where that wall was getting broken, but it took a lot of effort to get it down. I mean, damn. I mean, she got me with evenly matched twice. Like I had to banish a total of 8 cards from my field face down. It's pretty crazy how long games can actually make some pretty interesting moves like that. But I know people complain about this game being just too fast. How games can just be over 5 or even less turns than that. And if I recall, our game was probably about 25 turns, give or take 27 maybe. It was pretty darn long. I would say we played for almost an hour, but to be fair, most of that hour was just on us talking about stuff, just talking, just boyfriend girlfriend just talking. But I remember back in the day, long games were actually pretty cool to watch. How is he gonna attack? Oh, he's gonna face down. Oh, don't attack. It might be a mirror force. Oh, you know what? I guess I want to attack. I'll end my turn. The lad do it to you. Now it's like I don't care what you got. Face down, big deal. My monster's protected. Go and attack, and and that'll be it. Which is pretty funny how that works out. But I know that in tournaments, you are timed 40 minutes per match, which is fine because obviously the tournament needs to keep moving, so it doesn't take all day to finish. I get that, how you get 40 minutes, and at the end of the 40 minutes, you get 5 turns to actually finish your game, and whatever draw, win, loss you get, then that's what you get. That I do understand. I do get that completely. Because, I mean, 40 minutes should be well enough, because that should be enough time. Again, unless you do get caught with a grindy game, which those 40 minutes might be up, but y'all still on game one, which has happened before, and it does suck that you have a side deck made for your opponent's deck, but you have no chance to show it off just because, well, time's up. You ran out of time, and things like that do suck. But time is there for a reason. I know online, Well, if you're playing against someone you actually know, then time shouldn't be a matter because you guys do end up talking about other stuff. But against a stranger or some random person online, yeah, they might not have the time to play that long of a Yu-Gi-Oh, especially on one game. Like there have been times where I was playing on Dueling Network. I'm sorry, it's Dueling Book now, but back then it was called Dueling Network or Yu-Gi-Oh Pro, where the game just took too long, and I had to leave mid game just because. Well, sorry, bro. I mean, I gotta get ready. I need to go out and I need to do other stuff besides play Yu-Gi-Oh with you all day. Like I can't just be playing this one game with you all day. But again, I don't mind watching long games as long as they're back and forth because those are the most. I don't want to say action packed because I mean it's a card game. It's not really action packed unless you know what's going on. But you know what I mean. Just allow back and forth interaction. Yeah, interaction is what matters most. I remember back then Exodia decks. It was just draw. Have your trap cards that says you take no damage this turn. So one day a piece, threatening war. I think Wabaku saw his days. But yeah, so it's just that's like that. It's like nobody wants to play against that. Just nobody does. Just cite your world decrees and just be done with those. Just be done with those, man. But yes, I do like long games. Just don't make them boring. Like that's the only thing. Like if they're boring and non exciting and nothing is happening, yeah, it's the game is gonna get so stallish. Like it will get just so dull. But don't get me wrong, I did have fun. I did have fun playing tonight with my girl. I did have fun because, well, not only because it's her, but because, yep, but because there was that interaction. Yes, for a while, nothing was happening because like we will both just draw cards, just end our turn. That did happen, but to a certain point, stuff did happen, and that's when the game for me got interesting. If it wasn't for the downtime that we had, obviously the game would have finished quicker. But other than that, you know what? I'm actually okay with it. Like I'm actually okay with it. I actually did have fun. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about y'all, but well, I mean, you guys haven't seen her play, obviously. But yeah, she's getting better, and yeah, and again, like I said, she got me with evenly matched twice. That's how long this game was. She got me twice. I was surprised she got me one time. No, she got me twice. I, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm glad the game actually went on that long that I got hit twice with stuff like that. Oh, and as results, I won. But but I'm sure with time that will change real quick.